At the busy Nairobi Women's Hospital, Jane, not her real name, is awaiting to be attended. The 5-year-old cannot speak of the terrible thing that happened to her a few months ago. She cannot pass stool or urine like other children due to damaged organs as a result of a gang rape and sodomy ordeal at her tender age. The doctors have improvised a pipe on her birth cord for the purpose of excretion. And as if this is not bad enough for the little girl who has been in the hospital for 2 months, her mother has abandoned her, claiming she is helpless and has to go back home to take care of her other children in Naivasha, lest they fall into the same predicament as Jane. In another ward at the same hospital is Mary, not her real name. She is a victim of constant beatings from her husband, as is evident from the knife wounds on her back. Mary was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The nurses tell me the trauma she suffers is so deep that it has left her speechless. Another victim at the same hospital has these bite marks on her back and scratches on her face as a constant reminder of what she has gone through, scars she sustained from an abusive and irresponsible relationship.
Hata mtoto ajaenda shule, hapo ni matusi na kupigwa. Mtoto akifukuzwa hata kalamu anawaambia, anaeleza watoto endeni kwa mama yenu. Kwa hivyo mtoto akizidisha anajua atapigwa. Nimekuwa nikipitia hasa ninaumizwa, niko na damages zingine kwa hii mwili ambapo sijui. Kwa hiyo nyumba hata nimeokopa, ninaishi lakini ninaokopa. Alama ni venye mume wangu alikuja nikimuulizia at least kuna mtoto mgonjwa huyu first born wa 12 years. Nikamueleza tujaribu tupeleke mtoto hospitali. Aliinuka na hasira ikiwa anatafuta kisu anidunge na akaanza kunichapa.
Traditionally, women have endured abuse without complaining or recourse, perhaps the reason for the rising cases of the violence. Only recently, Kenya woke up to the horrific murder of a TV journalist allegedly at the hands of her husband. Friends and relatives say the abuse had been going on for some time. Joy, not her real name, is a rape victim who thought that rapists are men who jumped out of shadowy places and sexually attacked their victims, but she was to be proved wrong when a family friend turned on her.
So he told me, I moved to a new house, you need to come and see the new house, you need to come and share some dinner with me and all this stuff. So I decided, this is a friend of mine, I've known for so long, my family knows him, and everyone around, my friends, so I had decided to go with me. That's when he held my mouth and he held me like this. Then he shouted at me. He was like, I'm giving you orders. Whatever I tell you is what you do. Then he don't shout. If you shout, I'll kill you.
Grace Wangeshi says men and boys too are victims of violence and rape.
A boy of 8 years old who's in class 3, who's been sodomized for the last 2 years by a fellow class 8 pupil, so same school. And this boy has been defiling him for that long, for over 2 years, and he's never reported. And the only reason that this case came up is that the boy got an infection. And apparently it wasn't just happening to him, it was also happening to a fellow classmate of his.
Rape during the post-election violence, for example, was systematically used as an instrument of torture or ethnic domination. Women and girls paid dearly, some with their lives. This violence leaves the victims stigmatized and they live in constant fear and pain, more so because most of the rapists are not brought to justice.
I reported, and after some time he was arrested, but then he was bailed out.
Natakana nimchukulia hatua, lakini saizi ametoroka, marafiki zake pia hao ndio wamenichukua.
A lot of the survivors actually get more traumatized because if you look at the justice system, the lady we spoke to earlier on gave an example of how she's been frustrated with efforts of trying to get, justice.
So why do these women keep up with the violators? Join me next week when I talk to doctors and counselors on why perpetrators commit these heinous crimes and what the way forward is for rape victims and survivors. Stella Kaleche for Health Matters.